Alright guys, I'm just coming on to do another wee video tonight. You can hardly see me actually, it's big lights on, fuck's sake. See, I do have I broke the light off this tripod stand because it was doing my absolute nutting. I literally just busted off, like put a big welt mark around my hand and everything, but piece of shit, like, don't understand how why they make a phone stand with this big fucking monstrosity of a weight hanging off the side of it, which just makes it fall every time. You have to fucking weld it to the table to get it to sit. But anyway, rant over. What I was going to say was I was going to bring up the whole thing about timeouts. You know, timeouts, the Cadbury chocolate bar. Now, what the fuck did they do to them? What made them wafer? What a pile of shit. Why is it, right? Sorry, I'm going to clean this lens here a wee bit. Why is it, right? Cadbury's, yeah. They discontinue all of their best chocolate and bring out shit that nobody wants. Like, what was the one I saw the day? Now these are Australian. You can get these in Australia. Wee packets of like wee dairy milk. They almost look like Werther's Original. You know them, only they're dairy milk. They're Australian, so I can't really say much about them. You know, well, they're not Australian. They're Cadbury, made in Cadbury's, but they're sold in Australia. But it's the likes of now I don't know, Drifters. Do you remember Drifter, the chocolate bars Drifter? Oh yes, straight from the bow, lot. They were the nicest, the loveliest chocolate bars, the loveliest, like them and original timeouts. And now it's just shit. You can't even get Drifters anymore, and timeouts are crap. You know, I don't understand what Cadbury's are doing. Like I said, they take all their best chocolate away, discontinue all their best chocolate, and bring out shit that nobody wants. It's one of those things, something I don't get about UK confectionery companies. You know, like what else is there? There's a ton of things. What else was there? I had these all in my head, and now that I'm doing the damn video, I can't think of them. There was timeouts. Banjo. I remember banjos. Now I was very young whenever they were discontinued, but they were nice. You know, coconut chocolate. I suppose a Bounty took over from that, really, but Bounties are great. But you know, I don't understand it. They get rid of all their best chocolate and then bring out crap. What is that about? You know, you don't see whoever makes Reese's or Hostess. You know, the ones that make the Twinkies. You don't see them discontinuing Twinkies and bringing out a plain breaded roll. You know, that's basically what it's like. It's like taking away nicotine to a smoker. I know, because I'm giving up smoking at the minute. And it's one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my life. Day two. But you know, these wee jobbies have happened, these wee electronic jobbies have another one land somewhere. There it's there, look. See? That's a fleur bar. Fleur bar must mean something in Arabic or Pakistani or something, I don't know. But lights up blue. See, it's different to a fig. But anyway, what chocolates do you miss? Like ones that you used to get when you were younger. And that's another thing. Why are 5p crisps now called high fives? They're called high fives, and they're fair enough. They're bigger, but they're about, I think, about 50 or 60p a bag now. Like, that's insane. And I remember years ago, these were great. Years and years ago, you used to be able to get green 5p crisps, pickle onion flavour. Oh, those were something else. Those actually would have given Monster Munch pickle onion a run for their money, because they were great. Then you get the wee yellow fives. Do you remember the yellow 5p crisps, the cheesy ones? They were great too. And I'll tell you what else I miss too. Curry chipsticks. Now you can still get them in places, but I believe it's like some Macro and you know, big places like that there you get them in. But they were great. We used to buy, whenever I was with my ex, well, not my ex, I've had numerous exes, but whenever I was with my son's mum, we used to go up to Macro and buy big boxes of them. And I'm telling you, they were gone in a couple of days. It's disgrace. Like, I'm surprised we're even able to fit in the seat, you know. But I was going to get 2 bottles of the finest tonight, but I just decided to go for 1, because if I start drinking this the way I used to drink it, things won't be good. You know, I really hurt my hand pulling off that piece of shit light. I don't understand. Why does a manufacturer sit and go, I know, we'll make this wee tripod stand for someone's YouTube camera, and then we'll put this big fucking massive, big, huge light on the side of it that weighs a ton because there's about 8 batteries in it. You know, how does that even make sense? Doorknobs, like, that's the kind of mentality we have in this world at the minute. You know, but there we go. That's it. But yeah, so I did that wee review earlier on that Iceland thing, and the aftermath of that was Rennie's. I telling you that give me automatic indigestion. So there's the value of the pound right there, you know. But it is what it is. I reviewed it anyway, and hope you enjoyed that video. But I'm actually just looking here at my wee photographs. See, we've got. Wait, I'll show you this. See, we've got Her Majesty the Queen, and then we have. Oh, I can set that back right there. And then we have Her Majesty the Queen. How unbelievably gorgeous was our Queen, like, you know? Such a lovely, lovely lady too. She will be sorely missed, I tell you what. And I don't know what this lunatic Charles is going to do. Yeah, well, the lunatic, I use that loosely. I like Charles. I think Charles is dead on. He's all about climate and all that gear, which is good, because we need a leader like that in the world, you know, because the rest of them don't give a shit. And that's the be all and end all of it. The French, I believe the French Prime Minister, he does a lot for climate change. Or maybe I'm just not informed enough on this, but it's not something I would research. You know, I'm more into history and paranormal and shit that's unexplainable, you know. What the hell is this? Falling out somewhere. Oh, that's his. It's come out of that wee drawer there. Sorry, I was in that drawer earlier, and that there must have fallen out. It's I keep all my receipts. Everything I get, I keep receipts for, and it's fallen out of the receipt folder. Don't get me wrong. Like, if I need to find a receipt, I'll go into that folder and I'll literally have thousands of receipts to go through. But at least they're there. And I'm not really liking the lighting on this here. Get there a wee second. Now I wish I hadn't bust that light off. Here we go. Let's see this here make any difference. Ooh, look at that. Does that make a difference? Now we're going to pull it. I'm not. I can have to sit and hold that. I'm just putting it in that tin of. It's an empty Heineken that I had with my dinner. But there we go. Look at that. Then there was light. Genesis 1. But there we go. Yeah, but so yes. Anyways, I was saying about discontinued chocolate. So much of it out there. Do you remember Ravos? Do you remember Tato Ravos? They were like quavers, only they were in an orange bag. Oh, they were unreal. They were something different. Like, and they took them away. And Ricicles, best cereal in the world, and they took them away. Why did they do that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. If I had a product, right, and it was on market and it was making me money and people loved it, why would I take it away? You know. I don't know. I think Cadbury's changed hands or something. I think a load of Yanks own Cadbury's now because they have changed. Like, do you remember that you had the Cadbury's hazelnut? It's now chopped nut. It's very hard to get a whole hazelnut one, and it's not the same. Chopped nut is not the same as whole nut. You know, it doesn't matter what you say. It's the same nut. I don't give a shit if it's the same nut. Whenever it's big and chunky, that's what you want. You know, I love my nuts. And I'm not a big fan of chocolate, but I love my nuts. And I just like big nuts in it, you know. I like big nuts. Lord, the night and day, like. There we go. But here, when we've got the Buckfast opened. May this be blessed by the Benedictine monks. Good set of monks, them boys, tell you what. But that was something that I want to touch on as well. About this whole about the UFO situation. Has anybody started looking into it? You know, started watching. Let me see. Who do I watch? Oh, fuck, there's so many I watch. I couldn't name them all. You just type in the most the one that has the most information is the American government, the US government's website. Now you might have to get a VPN to access it because it's not available in our nation. You know, like a lot of American websites. It's like the FBI website. You have to go to fbi.co.uk, and it's not the same as the American one. But if you get a VPN, you can pretend you're in America. You know, what all the dark web dudes do. Get their VPNs on their rip. But this will actually be my first time having a wee swally without the cigarettes, so it's going to be interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder who I'm going to kill. Now, if anybody dies tonight, it wasn't me. Okay? I know how the peeler's working. You put up a video, said someone's going to die tonight. That dude up in fucking Coleraine died. That must have been your fault. That's why the police get on, honestly. That's why I come up aboard with them. And my wee comfy things come off my seat. So I'll fix her up there. There we go. So these are leather seats. And I have this wee blanket and this one. Blanket and Thomas's over there. So then whenever you get up in the morning, you jump down in the seat, you're like, froze to death, you know. It's nice when you sit down. But, yeah, you should look into the UFO thing. And look into Eisenhower as well. President Eisenhower, who actually met aliens, actually met extraterrestrials. And everyone can go, oh, that's a false story, that's lies, that's not true, that's not true. You're entitled to your opinion, but since when did stories as big as that get made up, especially about a president? You know, the president could quite easily turn around and have that completely erased out of history, you know, but he didn't, because he knew that the people need to know what's going on, really. You know, if you think about it, right, for billions of years, human beings were monkeys, so to speak. We were, well for billions of years we we're fish, and then we evolved and blah 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 and all along. But for millions and millions of years we were monkeys, and then within 100,000 years we go from monkeys to being the way we are now, building spaceships, going to the moon, sailing the oceans, building buildings. You know, that's bullshit. It's fucking nonsense. We didn't evolve to this. If human beings didn't have intelligence implanted into us, we would be like fucking King Kong right now, bombing about, swinging from trees, and you know, we wouldn't have any houses or anything. You know, we'd still be hunter and gatherers. You know, we'd still be living in packs, for goodness sake. But you know, the limited mind won't let people see this. You know, whenever your mind is so closed because it's so programmed, you'll turn around to me and say it's bullshit. Fucking research it, you know. Pick up that thing that's called Google, or pick up the other thing that's called Yahoo, and you search it, and you look up whoever you want, scientists. You look up professionals in this whatever you call it, in this fucking genre, scientists, whatever. You look them up and you see. Yeah. Or go on to Netflix and watch Ancient Civilizations. That is fucking banging, that show. That is such a good show. And the guy that is the host of it, he's not even a scientist. He's a journalist. So he's not, you know, he's not swayed in one position or the other. He's out to seek the truth. You know, it's like that thing that Morgan Freeman did about God. You know, God, that's what it's called. That was very good, because Morgan Freeman is sort of in between. You know, he's not a theologist, he's not a father, he's not a vicar, he's not, you know, he was just a dude in between, going out and doing his own thing and searching around. And it was the same with Snoop Dogg whenever he did that thing when he was finding his religion, you know, when he went down to Jamaica and went back to his roots, and that was fucking brilliant. And then he released a few good songs, used Jamaican choirs and all. It was fantastic. And then that all ended, unfortunately, because there was no more like religious and gospel songs that he was releasing, which annoyed me, because the songs were quite good, you know. Like everything Snoop Dogg does is good. It's Snoop Dogg, for God's sake. But here we go. Anyway, I'm putting this off, and I've no idea why, because I love the damn stuff. But it's strange that they were Buckfast, right? Because I love it, yeah. But see, whenever you get a bottle, you always put it off for as long as possible before drinking it. I'd love to know why that is. It's just something in your head just goes, nah, mate, give it a wee mint or two, you know? But here we go. Where did it go? That's an old really sweet bottle. Every bottle I've had in the past 3 weeks has been sweet. Sorry, I always had to have tissues there when I'm drinking because I always clean my mouth. Funny about my mouth. But every bottle's been sweet, and it's odd because for every sweet bottle, you can guarantee there's about 5 or 6 bitter ones, you know. But perhaps I'm just being looked after, you know. I'll tell you who I actually watch a lot of at the minute on YouTube. James May. He has his cookery thing in the dugout bunker. See James May, that dude there is so fucking comical. I love him. And he over explains everything. He's the type of person that's like, why use one word when 10 will do? You know? But that's what makes him brilliant. And that's what makes him, you know, one of the legends of TV. Same with Jeremy Clarkson. You know, say what you want about Jeremy Clarkson. Jeremy Clarkson is what TV is about. Entertainment. You know, yes, he's got some rational views, and yes, he says this and says that. But who gives a shit? You know, it's there for your entertainment. You know, they're not, you know, cameras don't follow you around for no reason. You know, it's there to entertain the people, so stop giving off about the man and leave him alone. You know, it's the same with Piers Morgan. People give off about Piers Morgan. I fucking love Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan and Jeremy Clarkson are the only 2 men on this planet that I know at the minute that tell the truth about shit. That don't give a fuck about what anyone else says. And that's brilliant. That's what you want. You know? And see this Jeremy Clarkson's farm. Oh, such a show. And Caleb, I absolutely love Caleb. See, if it wasn't for Caleb, that farm would have been done a long time ago. You know, and I've actually ordered his book because I want to get a wee read at it, a wee swatch at it, see what she's like. It's I believe it's just farming stories and stuff, but be interesting to read it, you know. And I believe this is going to run out soon, and I actually don't have another one. Look, it's this wee electronic cigarette, which isn't the best. So I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. Is there anybody out there, like local to me, that sells these things from their house? Hit me a wee comment. Not that anyone local to me subscribes to me, because where I'm from, I don't want people really to like me, because I don't really not that I'm not going to say I don't really like them. I like all humans until they do me wrong, but it's just, I just don't give a fuck whether people like me or not, you know. It's just the way I am. I'm me, and that's it. You know, it's like whenever you're in like a group of people and they're all different, you know, they're all different personalities, strong personalities, just ones that are different views and all. And I just sit and listen. You know, I wouldn't be a big talker. I would sit and listen and pay attention and suck everything in. And then I would make the judgment call whether they're my people or not. I know that's a weird way to look at things, but, you know, everybody has their own people. It's like, do you ever go into like a crowd and you just feel like you do not belong? You just feel like you do not belong there. Yeah? That's been me nearly all my life. So, you have your own people, you have your own personality, and you have your own personalities that you get along with, you know, and that's it, and they'll get along with you. You know, again, it's not that I don't like people. It's just that I just saw a wee orb there. I don't know if you saw it down there somewhere. Oh, wrong end. Over here. Huh. I'm being watched out for. Look at that. Maybe it was Her Majesty the Queen, because I'm showing you my gorgeous photos of her. And I'll tell you what else I've got. Obviously photos of my son and stuff. And I've one of my photos from holiday I had with my mates. It was one of the best holidays of my life. But I've my granddad and my great uncle there, with my dad and my niece down there. I'm not showing you any of these, by the way, because these are all private people who want to, sure, remain private. Of my son. What else have I got? My son. Brings my son. But yeah. And he has moved my little Egyptian statue. I actually like it there better, tell you the truth. Good man, Thomas is right in front of his. I'll show you his wee poster. This is his picture. Let's take it off the wall here. See, this is the house rules. Yeah, I have them up. Done. See, the house rules is the 10 Commandments, because what better rules to live by than the rules of the divine, you know? And plus, I want Thomas to learn them. Well, Thomas does. He will tell you them all. Well, not 1 to 10, you know, no bother. But I'll bring them up with in the faith of what our nation is, what our kingdom is, Christian. You know, it was like the Jehovah's Witnesses stopped me today, and I just go and pull out my cross and go, "Sorry, I'm Christian." Well, not sorry, because I'm not sorry I'm Christian, but it's just, you know, just because I can't be bothered talking to them, you know, they talk and try and brainwash you, and then you're just like, nah, fuck off, mate. But I don't even know why I pulled them up, because my heating's been blasting for like 2 hours, but this flat will not heat up. I don't understand what the game is here. Maybe it's just because I haven't been in it all day. See that there wee grape number? That is so nice. Fleur bar grape. Give it a go. But yeah. But yes, comment to me what I got completely off conversation there. Okay, sorry. But yes, comment to me what things have been discontinued and you would want to see them back. Mine would be Drifter, the original Timeouts, and Ravos. I'm sure there's tons more that I'd love to see back, but I can't think of what they are at the minute. But anyway, dudes, I'm gonna go. I might come back on later and do another one, because I want to watch the rest of it. I've put that there, Ancient Civilizations, into my head, so I want to watch the next episode of that. But this has been actually quite a long one, 22 minutes. My nose is making like a wee squeaky noise when it inhales, annoying me. But if I come back on, then it'll be 30 or 40 minutes today. I still need 50 subscribers, guys. What's going on here? 50 subscribers so I can do lives, because then every video I do will be live. Oh, excuse me. You know, every video will be live. And then it means you can talk, we can text, we can fucking discuss shit, whatever, you know. And it'll be a lot easier and a lot more fun. And this weekend, I have a surprise on Friday. I forgot to say that. Well, it's not really a surprise. It's more surprise for me. But surprised if I can do what I'm going to do on Friday, to tell you the truth. But I'm going to give it a go anyway. You'll see. So stay tuned, guys. Hope you all have a good Saturday night, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya.